Well, we're going to see if anyone joins us here. Unfortunately, that feed went down, so we were broadcasting and it just completely went out. So we're going to start this new broadcast here for this final race. We are 4 laps in of a 20-lap sprint here at iRacing Superspeedway. History's been made as the first time ever PGR eSports has hit this speedway. It is a speedway built by iRacing, and it is going to be a big wild card here. It's a 3-mile super speedway, and hopefully everyone's catching on to this broadcast being out. We're about to go back green here. As Malik Ray leads, Jackson Buys, John Ellis, Kyler Wynn, and Cody Neagles, your top 5. Trying to get the broadcast link out. Caution back out. The broadcast link back out for everyone, so hopefully we'll get that going on here. We will go back to the wreck here. I believe it's going to come somewhere back here. Maybe Daniel Falkingham possibly involved in this one. Thank you guys for joining us over here. Everything was just not working at the end of that last feed. Not quite sure why. Glad I was able to end that one, make a new one here, so you guys can see the first ever PGR eSport race at iRacing Super Speedway. And we are trying to find where this wreck has started. It looks like right there, the 60 and the 49. I believe Josh Giambroni involved in this one, as is, could be possibly Jeff Merck. But yeah, Jeff Merck involved. And this is, like I said, a true wild card track that we have never raced here. Sure, some of these guys have gotten some action on this track before, but not in a super speedway money race, at least not here in PGR. And there's the wreck right there. The 49 is turned, some 3-wide racing here. I mean, I've raced this a couple times in officials. This is a whole different beast here for these drivers tonight. And look at the banking. You could see that gyro cam. I mean, what crazy banking here. This is a view from Kenny McCullough. Man, he has been in a wreck in every race, and none of them really his fault at all. Look at the degrees of banking here out at this racetrack. It is just crazy. I mean, even coming off, look at the banking coming off the turn. It is just, hit that apron. You do not want to hit that apron at full speed. That is for sure. Malik Ray still leads at 13 laps to go. Behind him, Jackson Buys, John Ellis, Cody Neagles, Kyler Wynn. Garrett Maines is who's everyone chasing right now, but he's mired back in the 26th position. Just because he took a first and a second doesn't mean he's going to win the overall here tonight. He's going to have to still have a respectable finish in this one. And Garrett Maines with the EOL to start the race due to winning a race. And same thing Kyler Wynn had to deal with going from race number 1 to number 2. Late night here, 12:24 a.m. here on the East Coast. Like I said, thank you for joining us. Everyone back in the chat here. So trouble for Brian Hennings. Josh Giambroni coming off pit lane. Kenny McCullough Jr. getting damaged fixed as well. Looks like it's a 36-car field here for race number 3. John Darnell in the number 99 as we're going to get lined back up here. Pace car lights are out. We're going to go green next time by. It's quite a long way around this 3-mile super speedway. Seen a lot of Malik Ray. Kyler went up front here tonight. Cody Eagles just hasn't had the luck here tonight. He's been up front. He's raced well in the number 6 machine, but nothing to really show for it here. But he's going to go for broke here in this last race and see if he can cash here in the third and final race. John Ellis to his inside. The number 92 you see there on the screen, I believe, or sorry, 82, Kyler Wynn. Outside of him, Daniel Eberhardt and the 18, Freddie Bazinez. Wyatt Gray also up here. It'll be hard to follow these paint schemes here in this Legacy Gen 4. That's what we're running right now. Legacy Gen 4 wheel spin with iRacing Super Speedway. Now let's hope we can get some green flag racing and see what these guys got for this beast of a racetrack. And green flag going to go back in the air. Fans on their feet. Malik Gray, Jackson Buys, bring them down. And we are finally racing back here as Malik Gray goes to the bottom of the racetrack. And we stay too wide here. We'll see. You can watch these cars here. It's the end of turn number 1. It's almost like you're getting pulled down into a dip. It kind of reminds me of Dover. With that dip there in the entry of the turn. And man, you really launch off and you kind of go out of that dip right there, the exit of turn number 2, and you could just really see it. And maybe we could get even a better view of this dip here. We're going to race through to Malik Ray. Here he comes down the backstretch. And we'll see if there's a dip here in turn number 3 as well. Right here. Bang. Gonna dip down. Hard hit. You take there. And now Cody Eagles cycles up to P1. Here we go, and then you're going to come right up out of it here. Malik Ray, heavy on, man. Oh, we have a massive wreck. A huge wreck coming out of turn number 4. Matthew Baker involved again. He has just not had any luck tonight either. Looks like Chris Carter's through it. Man, somebody hit hard. When we go back to watch this one, this is going to be one heck of a wreck here. These guys just having, this track is just a lot for these guys to handle here tonight. Not used to it. And man, what a wreck it was. We'll see if we can go back and try to figure out what happened here, digest this one. But this was the big one here. And it's actually going to start farther up in the field. It's just hard to find. There is so many cars involved. I believe Jackson Buys involved in this one. So it happens right here. Here we go. It happens with the leaders. Coming off the turn. Watch the 18 Wyatt Gray. The 90 of Daniel Eberhardt. You see the 19 on the bottom. That's going to be Jackson Buys. And ooh, yeah, 90 gets the 18 loose. He's going to shoot the 18. He's going to snap back around right in front of the 90. And that gets in the Jackson Buys the 19. The 2 is going to go for ride. The 82, Kyler Wynn. And so, ooh, somebody just smacked that tire, or those barrels so hard. I believe it's the 183 of Mark Rogers. Watch this hit. The 2 just lifts the 82 up. I believe it's actually going to be the 2 car. What a vicious hit. That's Freddie Bazinas. He's completely and utterly out of this race tonight. We got to watch that from his cockpit in real time. You're not going to see a harder hit than that right there that Freddie Bazinas just took. Real time here with Freddie Bazinas. It doesn't look so crazy from the cockpit, but once you see it right here, watch this. Just a massive hit for the 2 car, and that'll end the night for Freddie Bazinas. Still pacing here. Matthew Baker on pit lane. It hasn't been his night here tonight. The returns PGR. Cody Eagles trying to get it done out of Rolla, Missouri, and etch his name back in the history books for PGR. One of the all-time winningest drivers here, in the top 3 or 4 drivers, I do believe. And it's been dry for a little while in this series, especially this year. He just finally got a podium. And it took him all the way till October to get one. And yeah, he hasn't ran all the races, but he's definitely ran enough. And not used to seeing the 6 not up there in the score on the scoring pylon. But it's been a tough year. He's definitely had some cash position spots, but he just hasn't climbed the charts to the podium and to the top of the podium. But he is looking to do that right here in this race. And a good spot right now. Malik Ray, Eberhardt, and Horta Vickery, that's your top 5. Tyler Vickery back out here on track tonight. Cody Rogers here in the number 11 car, trying to it's a minefield out here, so he's going to try to get through that minefield and try to give him a chance here. The closing laps of this race. There's going to be 7 laps to go when we go green. Brian Hennings for Team VRX and PGR. Chris Carter up here in top 14 right now. Garrett Maines making his way to the front in the 18. He's got to have a solid finish here, and that'll wrap up what he's been working on all night long, the overall championship of tonight. And we're going to go green next time by, and we'll see if we can do this one more time here. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. Under the weather here. Not the easiest thing to do. 3 different races, even though they're short. It's taking longer than a 60-lap race, that's for sure. And Cody and Eagles, Malik Ray, and they have gone to battle on the racetrack plenty of times before. They're going to launch off here into turn number 1. They're going to head down into that dip here. That's a long way down. This is a big super speedway, 3 miles in length. And here they go right there, hit that dip. And now you are up and on that wheel, fighting that wheel and fighting all the cars that are here in this pack. And caution right back out. We are going to not be able to get this thing going green here tonight. There goes Nash Brambilla. He's got problems, as does the 7 of Danny Barnes. 22 of Josh Cruz. He's going to have a lot of damage as well. That's going to be tough for him. Garrett Maines, he looks like he's got some scrapes as well. So Garrett Maines, man, not out of this, not where he wants to be. Falkingham, he's got trouble. John Darnell, man, just a lot of damaged race cars. Looks like Daniel Eberhardt, the 3rd, he's got some damage as well. Logan York. A lot of rear end damage, and Jeff Merck's still on pit lane, as is Mark Rogers. And there's not going to be much time left in this race. But Tyler Vickery, he's trying to spoil the party here tonight. Second P2 on the board right now. Cody Rogers, he slipped into the top 10. And Nick Seipel back. We haven't seen that name here in a little while. Nick Seipel back in action. Top 10 for him right now. Dwayne Drummond right outside the top 10 in 12th. So Cody and Eagles looking to get it done here. And I need some sleep. It has been a late one. Long day for me as well. So hopefully these guys can get it to get this thing to the checkered flag and send me off to sleep. We're going to take a quick break here live on the PGR eSports Network. Don't go anywhere. We're going to catch the end of the race here tonight. Well, here we go. Pace car lights are out. It's going to be 3 laps to go at iRacing Superspeedway. It's been an eventful one and a long night of racing. This is the 3rd race of tonight. Baker's mom. Well, Merck jumped ship. Merck is no longer with Matthew Baker's team. Matthew Baker running here tonight with quite a few guys, including Cody Neagles, your race leader. Jeff Merck running with Malik Ray tonight. Kyler Wynn, Wyatt Gray, and a couple others. So that's where Jeff Merck is at right now. And yeah, it's kind of weird to see Jeff Merck, Matthew Baker not on the same race team, but hey, it is what it is. And There's a lot of competition out there, and Matthew Baker's got a good team behind him. We'll see if one of his teammates can get the victory lane. It's, like we said, been a rough night for the number 5. He has been caught up in just about everyone's mess tonight, and we'll see if he has anything for these guys. But Tyler Vickery trying to do the upset special here in the 24 car here in the top lane. As the pace car is gonna dip off. Man, look at that banking here. That's just crazy banking here. We're getting set to go green. It's gonna be great here, as the green flag will be out when we hit the restart zone. And we are off and running. 3 laps to go in this one. Cars already fanning out all over this track. 3 wide, 4 wide. Hey, let's go 5 wide for the first time in PGR history. Eagles leads it here in turn number 1. Malik Gray on the back bumper of him. Here comes the 0-1. Joe Horta looking for victory here tonight. Tyler Vickery, Asher Little, Dylan Jones, Cody Rogers, Nick Seipel. And we could have a first-time PGR winner here tonight. Or could it be one of the favorites, Cody and Eagles, Malik Gray? They've been 2 of the most winning drivers here, along with Garrett Maines in PGR. And there they are in the front. Malik Gray trying to find a way around Eagles. It'll be 2 laps to go this time by. We are green and we are racing. And the 11's going to get out of shape. He's going to spin. And caution flag is out. And Cody Rogers goes for a ride. He's upside down. And we'll head to NASCAR overtime, as we did in race number 2. And we will have, the night will continue. And before you know it, we're going to be hitting the 1 a.m. hour. And Matthew Baker, I'm going to be knocking at his door tonight and saying, hey, man, I should have got paid double for this. Because this was a lot of work here and a big undertaking tonight with 3 races. Well, if you're still watching, you could support me one way. You can hit that little money button there, that $sign, and show your support for PGR eSports. Send us a super sticker or a super chat. Any dollar amount, man, we'd greatly appreciate it for this late night tonight. Now let's go back here and check out the number 11 of Cody Rogers. Man, watch this. He's going to hit pretty hard here as well. Yeah, he comes down to that apron there, and that is just going to spin him loose, and he's going to snap up the track. Watch this. Right in front of Seipel. He's drifting there. Caution out, and looks like everyone is able to get on their brakes here. The 11's come back down here now, and it's going to hit the inside wall. And nope, he's going to get assisted right there by the 60 underneath, and that's going to flip him over. And that'll end the night there of Cody Rogers upside down. We'll join live with Race Control Evan Carlbon again. Man, Evan, I'll tell you what, I'm trying to keep my eyes open, man. We got to go knocking on Baker's door and ask him why we're not getting paid double time for this tonight, man. It's going to be 1 a.m. here shortly in the East Coast. And, man, if we just get through it tonight, man, this has been an eventful race here.
Yeah, the better half dash from earlier this year might be better than this race. But that's just jokes. But yeah, there's actually been a bunch of close calls in this race too that I have to review after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, we don't race here often. It's the third race. Yeah. Everyone's getting tired, and we got the Gen 4 Legacy car. We kind of knew it was going to be this way, but man, 3 miles around, man, it is getting late here. Getting late for me. I was telling everyone in the broadcast I've been under the weather as well, so definitely beating me up right now for sure. But we're getting there. We're going to have one more restart, and that's it. So we're going to go all the way to the checkered flag here in a couple laps. Cody Neagles, though, looking strong. Malik Ray, Joe Horta, your top three. And what are you looking for here in the closing laps? I know Malik Ray having some trouble getting around that 6 car right now.
I'm looking for nobody to wreck because I don't want any sliver of controversy after this race. I'm trying to just do the Wordle and go to bed. That's about it. But yeah, I would say just keep your eyes peeled for somebody to make a bonsai move because I know a bunch of positions with this average finish stuff that you're doing for the championship payouts. Everything's gonna be on the line here, so
yeah, I mean, Garrett Maines came in with a P2 and a P1, obviously clearly the favorite, but he's got a lot of damage sitting back here in the 20th position right now. You know, not looking at it. We've had some of these guys up here that, you know, if it's going to be close. You never know what's going to happen with Garrett here in the closing laps, and we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, you can never count out Garrett. As much as if you want to, you can never do it. He's a modern-day Kevin Harvick, I would say. Where did he come from?
Yeah, I'm yawning over here. There's a lot to figure out, too, after the race, which I'm not too happy about between all the different payouts and the amounts. I think that's something that we might have to make a post and do that tomorrow because these eyeballs are going to be shutting here shortly. And I might not be thinking.
Hey, you signed up for it.
Listen, I did have the thought yesterday or 2 days ago when Baker brought this idea out, and I'm like thinking to myself, yeah, it's not going to be that much longer. Well, little did I know it was going to be a lot longer, and here we are.
I mean, I think Malik has got it in the bag, if anything. I mean, last race he did get involved in a caution, or not a caution, but he had rear end damage and didn't finish that high. But I don't think you can count him out here. The leaders, all they have to do is just sit here and wait for the rest of the wreck in the back. So now no caution is going to be thrown, so we're going to find out what's going to happen.
Well, Cody Neagles chooses the top side. He's right in front of Dylan Jones. That's a teammate of his right now. So that could be a big benefit to Cody Neagles as we get to the restart zone. Last restart of the night finally for PGR eSports. Cody Neagles leads it here into turn number 1. Will he clear on to the bottom, or is he going to stay in front of his teammate? He's thinking about it. He's going to go down in front of Malik. They're wrecking behind. Obviously, no caution. We're going to take you all the way to the checkered flag. Point of no return here. And the 27 now, Dylan Jones kind of all by himself. Cody has to clear down. Here comes the 0-1 of Joe Horta. He's now put himself in position. Oh, Malik Ray's going to blink out. This could affect the finish order. That's actually going to help that middle lane. It looks like Malik Ray, he's out. He gets turned there by the 0-4, probably due to technology issues. Or, sorry, the 0-1 of Horta. So now it's on. Tyler Vickery back in action here. 2 laps to go. It's going to be 1 to go when we hit the line. We got cars fanning out a little bit farther back. Seipel, he's returned. He's got a shot at this one. Cody Neagles in a drag race. He's going to lead this lap. White flag in the air on the 3rd race of the night. Can Cody Neagles finally get back to victory lane in PGR? 4 wide. There goes Tyler Vickery.
Oh!
He hits the wall hard. Dylan Jones is going to get his teammate Daniel Eberhardt to his back bumper. They have had a lot of chemistry together. Will they get the job done here? It's going to be on the pushers to see who wins this race.
Sure just blinked out behind Joe. That's not good.
Oh, they're going to wreck behind. Cody's going to maybe lose some help. They're side drafting. They're loose. It's far from over. We have a long way to go to get to that start-finish line. Outside turn number 4. It's a drag race. Dylan Jones has the edge over Neagles, and he's going to win it here at iRacing Superspeedway.
All I got to say is I got a lot to review.
Dylan Jones, a winner again in PGR. Cody Neagles, man, I'll tell you what, the drought continues for him, but he has shown some resurgence here in the last couple weeks. Cody Neagles, he'll be back on top sooner than later. But Dylan Jones gets the victory. What an exciting green-white checkered. That was a heck of a finish.
That was a finish of all time.
That was
I,
great.
I can't explain it. Wrecking in the back. You got a connection. I'm so tired, Mike. I'm sorry. I'm stuttering on my words. But yeah, you got connection issues galore. Malik had it pretty much in the bag, I would say, and his internet failed him.
Yeah, it did. I
So
mean, it's been fouling him all night long. It's definitely, helped some of the stuff that's happened. Man, Dylan Jones, what a win for him. We'll see if you and I can get him up here quickly for an interview. Dylan Jones. Well, the man on the top of the scoring pylon, it's the 27. Dylan Jones, you got a copy.
Yeah, I do.
Man, I'll tell you what, the race itself wasn't the best. We all knew that was going to happen when we spun that wheel. But man, it produced maybe the best 2-lap race I have seen in PGR in quite some time, especially the last lap. I mean, the battle with you and Cody Niegels, and you get, I mean, obviously working with him tonight, but you got Daniel Eberhardt, a guy you've teamed up with pretty much forever, pushing you from behind. What's it feel like to finally get back on top here in PGR?
Feels kind of weird. I mean, leave it to me to wait till we run the most messed up track and car combo in a long time to win a PGR race in what, probably 10 months. So I thought it was tons of fun, actually. I know a lot of guys are going to hate it, but I think if we did a little bit more of it, we could have some good racing here.
Yeah, it's what a night. It was a long night, so we're going to have to tinker with this format in the future, maybe start a little bit earlier. It was, wow, what a wild card this one was. And, a great race, though. Teammates, I mean, it looks like 1, 2, 3 up top. And a new team has formed and showing some signs that, we have a new team in order here, and it's going to really shake things up here in the money racing community. Do you guys feel like that's the case? And how do you see this team kind of, gelling now that some more chemistry is being built?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely have the talent. Now, depends how much we wreck ourselves on how good we do, I think.
Well, trying to get confirmation here of the overall winner tonight. We do not have that just yet. Sounds like it's going to be between Kyler, Wynn, Garrett Maines, Malik Ray. I think Dylan.
E3.
Yeah, I think you guys might be a part of it too. So doing some math over here up in the towers. So hang tight. You never know. Maybe you were up there, but the worst case here, you get the victory here in race number 3. And we appreciate you racing here tonight. Anyone you want to thank or shout out before you head out?
Just thanks you, Mike, for sticking with all of us idiots here and still putting these races on.
Yeah, somehow,
and,
some way,
for our seeing tonight.
I keep on chugging along, man. It's the end of, tonight was fun. I had a fun watching the end of that race.
This was very different, so I enjoyed it too.
Yeah, I had fun.
All right, Dylan. Well, we'll talk to you soon, man. Have a good night.
Yes, sir. Later.
That's Dylan Jones to victory lane here in race number 3, edging Cody Niegels for the race win here tonight. Cody Niegels P2, D3 is P3. Joe Horta, great run for him, P4. Nick Seipel with the top 5. Good to see his name back here in the money racing community. Trevin Ashronoff, 6th. Dwayne Drummond, great run for him, 7th. Daniel Falkingham in 8th. Kyler Wynn in 9th. Jackson Buys in 10th. Sean Parrish finishes in 11th. Carson Freeman, 12th. Brian Hennings, 13th. Matthew Baker, 14th. Wyatt Gray, 15th. Garrett Maines, 16th. John Ellis, 17th. 18th was Josh Giambroni. Josh Cruz finishes in 19th. Tyler Vickery, 20th. Malik Ray in 21st. 22nd, Logan York. Asher Little finishes in 23rd. Nash Brambilla, 24th. Ethan Eckert, 25th. Cody Rogers, 26th. Danny Barnes, 27th. John Darnell, the 3rd, and 28th. Chris Carter, 29th. Jeff Mark in 30th. Josh McCullough, 31st. Mark Rogers, 32nd. Kenny McCullough, he cannot buy a break tonight, 33rd. Freddie Bazinez, 34th. Thomas Bennett, 35th. And that's a 34th. Can't even talk at this point.
Get it out.
35 driver field here tonight. And we possibly have word of tonight's champion. So let me check some of the messages here. We're going to remove this here from the screen. Check a quick message here. And we got Kyler Wynn up here in the booth. We're going to see if Kyler Wynn has an explanation for what's going on behind the scenes.
So I obviously, the math might be wrong here. I'm not entirely sure. But I think me and Garrett tied. And I would have the tiebreaker because the first tiebreaker would be a race win, which we both won, and then the lowest finish, which Garrett would have because he just finished 16th, and my lowest finish was 9th. So I think me and Garrett tied for it, and I think I got the tiebreaker. But like I said,
just when it couldn't get any wilder.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to hold you up here for just a second. I'm going to go into the booth now with Matthew Baker as we sort out who was the champion of tonight's overall. And we're hearing possibly a tie between Kyler Wynn and Garrett Maines. Obviously, they both have race wins, and trying to figure out now where the second tiebreaker would come in play.
So the second tiebreaker would come to who had the lowest finish in the 3 races, and that would put them second, and that would be Garrett Maines' 16th.
16th. So is it official here? We would have a overall winner in Kyler Wynn.
Kyler Wynn would be the overall. Yep.
And then Garrett Maines in second. Do we have a third place finisher?
Do not have a third place finisher yet. About to lock that down right now. Possibly Dylan Jones or Malik Ray. I'm going to work out the points right now.
All right. So Garrett Maines looks like he's not even going to be in the top 3 with a race win and a P2 tonight. So pretty crazy.
No, Garrett, no. What are you talking about? Garrett's getting second.
Oh, Garrett's second. So it's Kyler Wynn, then Garrett.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, Kyler Wynn, Garrett. We're waiting on a third, but we're going to go interview the champion, and that'll be it for PGR eSports here tonight. Kyler Wynn is confirmed. He is the champion of the overall here tonight. He did tie with Garrett Maines, and he will win the tiebreaker. They both had a race win, but Garrett Maines had the lowest finishing position that came here in race number 3 tonight. So Kyler Wynn is up here in the booth, the number 82. Man, you kind of called your shot there in the interview after the first race tonight, man. Talk to us about this event. It was a unique format, a crazy wheel spin to put us at iRacing Superspeedway in the Legacy Gen 4. So tell us about this event and, man, how happy to win that overall and have a race win here tonight.
Man, I'm extremely happy right now. Obviously, a lot of luck involved because Malik there, I think he blinked out and got turned on the white flag, which was very unfortunate. But I don't know. It's I did not expect to be in contention for it, but there was a lot of wrecks. I was involved in one. Garrett was involved in a wreck. I think Jones got third out of all of us. I don't know how. A good win to him. I don't know. I'm kind of speechless right now, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that somebody could tie after 3 races, especially, with how everything went. I mean, Garrett Maines came in the 3rd race with a runner-up finish and a P1. I mean, really, I think, walk us through, too. Both you and Garrett tonight, 1 and 2 here in these standings tied. Both had to go get EOLs. You in race 2, him in race 3. And, that looked like it really changed a lot of things. I mean, being mired back with only 20 laps to go, looks like both you and him didn't really, get to the front like you would think you would. Obviously, you had a little bit better finish there in race number 2, and ultimately that was the reason why you won.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, immense amount of luck. First race was done pretty well by me, I'd say. Did everything right. The other 2 races were so sloppy. I was wrecked in both of them. Massive last lap wreck in race 2 saved my chances. I was able to get through it and finish 9th. And this race, again, I got wrecked pretty early on. Fixed my damage, was able to hold on. And unfortunately, Garrett had terminal damage. And then really got really lucky there on the last lap with Malik getting wrecked. But either way, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed the format. I hope we do it again sometime. Maybe with some tuning needs to be done, but I think it's pretty fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Tuning for sure, especially getting me and Evan Carlbon to bed a little bit sooner than this. But hey, Kyler Wynn.
I'm going right now.
Kyler Wynn, the overall champion here tonight. He's got a race win to boot. And before we let you go, Kyler, anyone you want to thank or shout out?
Just factory staffs on the car and all the teammates. They're really helpful in these races. Very talented group of guys. And shout out to you for putting this on and broadcasting. And Evan for RCing.
Well, that was your race winner from race number 1. Your overall winner here tonight, Kyler Wynn, as he etches his name even more into the history books of PGR eSports.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, one more thing. I finally have a notable next to my name. I hope that's enough for a notable.
There you go.
Well, you might get a notable. We'll see here if he gets a notable. It's one thing he
There's no
doesn't
winner,
have,
bro.
but he's got a podium 500, and that's good enough for here tonight. But hey, nonetheless, it was a good night here of racing. And Evan Carlbon, great job up in race control. For myself, Michael Triscuro here at PGR Esports, for Evan and Matthew Baker, co-owner here. We'll see you all next time on the PGR Esports Network.